Hopefully. All right. So I've been trying to brand myself as a comedian lately. I want to be memorable. Marianopolis, it's a lot to spell. It's phonetic, which means every word in the syllable makes the sound it looks like it's going to make, but still everywhere I go, I get AlexSANGEdra, Monopolis, Monopoly, Mary Poppins. It's a whole thing. My first name gets mixed up a lot too. Virginians always want to call me Alexandria, which isn't a big deal, Alexandria. I get Alexander a lot too. That one doesn't make as much sense to me. I've been getting Alexander since kindergarten. And sometimes people will say to me, well, maybe it's the way you present yourself, me. But it's like, I could be wearing a shirt with cleavage spilling out, and this is now, not kindergarten. It's still, Alexander, come and help me with this. I need to be memorable. Oh, and the other thing is I've been trying to get a job, right? But every time an employer Googles me, something wild pops up, like vaginas should have zippers, acoustic version. I try to save my ass in the interview. I'm like, you know, they say there's no such thing as bad press. And they're like, yeah, so we're going to go a different route for the governmental grant writer position. So I retired AlexSANGEdra Marianopolis from comedy. I started going to open mics under the stage name Sange. It's a nickname my sister gave me when we were younger, from AlexSANGEdra to Sandra to Sange. But the thing about trying to brand yourself or have a stage name is when you're first starting out, most of your audience knows you pretty personally, so you get up there and you're like, hi, I'm Sange, and people are like, but you're not. Okay, who deemed paper towels essential? I'm sorry, I said to myself, I'm not going to talk about the virus, but now I'm up here on my soapbox. All right, I can't think straight. What are you all doing with paper towels? What are you spilling in your homes so often that this is deemed an essential paper product? Y'all never learned to wash a cloth? Or growing up, we used to use like one roll of paper towels every 2 months, and there were specifications. You could clean up dog vomit, human vomit, anything involving paint, and to smush any bug bigger than a quarter. Anything nickel or dime size equates to a square or two of toilet paper. I don't buy into this essential crap. I worked at Target for most of this pandemic. Like, I have no faith in humanity left. Everyone's stocking up on stuff like, this is good prep for an apocalypse. If we go through an apocalypse and you're throwing paper fucking towels in your cart, don't talk to me. No, because what's going to happen? A zombie's going to barge in. You're going to what? Hide in your bounty fortress? He's going to come over, kick it over, pew, eat your brains over your brand new hardwood. But I guess it's a good thing you have all these paper towels. You can wipe the blood off the floor before it stains. But you don't have a brain anymore, so actually never think of that. All right, let's move on. What a weird time for kids to grow up in social isolation. You know who really hasn't had it much different though? Homeschoolers. Right? I used to make fun of kids who were homeschooled. I had neighbors who were homeschooled. I babysat for kids who were homeschooled. Some of them were all right. I don't want to stereotype, but a lot of them were just lacking that like diverse mindset that exposure to different things creates, I guess. Like, I remember memorizing every word to My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas in the back of the charter bus on our 3rd grade trip to Jamestown. You know? And honestly, I don't know if I'd be the same person I am today if I didn't get that chance, the opportunity to do that. Public school shapes you, man. So I stopped babysitting for homeschoolers. They were freaking me out. I mean, 8-year-olds with political opinions? What the hell is that? 8-year-olds, I don't even think are supposed to be articulate. They're not supposed to know more about inflation than me. They're not supposed to give lectures on free healthcare's effect on the economy. I babysit 8-year-olds who still play with their shit. I get to these homeschoolers' houses, I get confused on who's babysitting who. Well, 2 August ago, I decided I was going to finish my degree online, which I realized, given the circumstances, isn't all that unique. I don't know what that's about. Guess I'm like a trendsetter or something. And I was sitting in class one day. I had this realization that I, too, did school in my home. And then I thought about how it's affected me socially, which it has. So I put my observations into words, and homeschoolers kind of get you now. Your parents' clone. I watch sports with my dad now. Apparently I drink IPAs. I just like when we scream at the TV and I pretend to understand the game. Like when your favorite team is losing, you know it's not their fault at all. It's just the ref is a shit stinking idiot who can't make a damn fucking call. I go to church with mom now. We pray 19 times a day. I got a cross tattooed on my left boob, and she finally thinks I'm saved. Don't fully comprehend the scripture, you know I just quote it at random times. I just like when we subtly lecture the neighbors about the way, the truth, and the light. But see, I'm graduating soon, and I'll have to find a place of my own. Reality will knock me silly, but until then, I really like being a clone. And soon I'll have to find new hobbies and make 2 new best friends. I finally got inside the homeschooler's mind. I'm sorry I ever made fun of them. Thank you. I just graduated from college. Thank you. I got a degree in something I never knew how to do before, write creatively. So that was pretty cool. Got to learn how to do that. Let's see. Creative writing, grammar, punctuation, periods. Are we okay if we talk about periods? All right, great. I hate tampons, pads. You ever look at a tampon, like the packaging? They only have 1 letter to let you know what kind it is. Like the lights have just an L, regulars just an R, super an S. You get it? Well, if you don't get it, if you don't understand the legend, shit gets confusing. I remember the first time I got my period, I was in middle school. The gym teacher gave me some tampons, the smaller sizes, lights and regulars, but they don't say that, no. So I'm sitting in a stall with a pile of tampons with L's and R's on them. In a society that commonly uses L and R to represent left and right, I'm like hyperventilating, head between my knees. Are there supposed to be two? Oh my God. So I do babysit. I'm just killing it with transitions, I know. I've been babysitting my whole life, which is funny because I never really liked kids. To paint you a better picture, like I used to drive past the Girl Scouts selling cookies outside the grocery store, like, get a real job! Yeah, shit like that. My mom would turn around, put your fucking seatbelt on, roll that window up. No, but kids are insane. You ever notice how kids are the only species who feel it's necessary to eat a goldfish cracker in 2 bites? 2! Parents, they gotta be so redundant. Kids don't take in anything. They gotta be so redundant. Everything they say is, don't drop that cup, because if you break it, that's it. It's broken. Don't touch the stove, because if you burn your hand is gonna burn. I'm sorry. I feel like comedians shitting on kids is so overdone. I also watch a lot of other people's dogs. There's 2 different games I'll tell you, dog sitting and babysitting. When you go dog sit, people will tell you this is what it eats, when it eats, where it sleeps, its allergies, its medication, and what to do when it poops, right? And then you go babysit and they'll tell you this is what it eats, when it eats, where it sleeps, its allergies, its medication, and what to do when it poops. Oh, and we got a dog. Okay, also, I know a lot of people my age who have kids, which is terrifying, because they're like 20, the kids too. It's not long before they're fighting over the same guy, making a case over who has more daddy issues. But I recently myself caught the baby fever. It threw me off guard, yo. I didn't know what to do. I started skipping my birth control, which got my girlfriend all mad. She was like, stop trying to cheat on me. That's a joke. Obviously, I would never take birth control. I have a girlfriend. Sometimes when I say this, I have a girlfriend, it goes right over people's heads because, of course, women have girlfriends. Girlfriends are who you bitch about your boyfriend to. Duh. Can we pick a different word, ladies? I'm going to dinner with my girlfriend. No, I'm going to dinner with my girlfriend. You're going to dinner with your friend, your buddy, your pal, compadre, companion. Well, gosh, Sange, why are you getting so upset? Because I don't have another word. Significant other, partner, those are scary commitment words. I don't enjoy having to clarify when I'm talking to someone. I'll say, oh, my girlfriend was telling me that the other day, blah, blah, blah. And in the same conversation, they'll try to set me up with their nephew. I can't win. Even men say, oh, my wife went out of town with her girlfriend this weekend. Did she? That's fun. Imagine I say that sentence 10 years out. Oh, my wife went away with her girlfriend this weekend. This is not fun. I am in crises. I just think we need to change the word. My girlfriend is here tonight. I'm not going to do that cliche thing comedians do where they get on stage. They say, oh, I love my girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. I love them so much. They just have this one character flaw that drives me up a wall. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because my girlfriend is so damn sensitive. You guys, I am in such a happy relationship, and I've truly had a rough dating experience. To give you a better idea of where I'm coming from, this is a song I wrote about 2 years ago called Love Sucks Ass. I met somebody, my heart went berserkers, but then my boss said, please stop dating your co-workers. Mad as I was, I went to the bar at the end of the day, and this man said, can I buy you a drink? I said, you look like my grandpa, but okay. We talked for a bit, then he left, and I looked at my phone. Man, you should have seen this. A text from my ex, so I opened it up. It was just a picture of his love success. It's all I can think about, my future and past. I went on a few dates. I thought it would last. Then I fell on my neck weird and ended up in a cast. Love sucks ass. I met somebody when I was in Petco. I was tapping on the fish tank. They were tormenting a gecko. I thought, this is perfect, you're what I'm missing from my life. I bent down and said, is this your daughter? He said, no, that's my fucking wife. As I ran out the store, saw my middle school crush back in homeroom. We'd flirt every day. Went to go see what's up, reminisce about our love. Turns out she was just edgy, not gay. Love sucks ass. I think I'll give up, throw it all in the trash. I went on a few dates. I thought it would last. Then I got in their bed and they tried to hand me cash. Love sucks ass. Love sucks ass. Thank you. Thank you. My sister went off to her first year of college this year, which at first, obviously, I was like, yes. But then I started to think, it's kind of sad. We just started getting along. We butted heads most of our childhood because, I was better looking and stuff. It's fine. You can call me egotistic. It's sad though, why are the prettiest people always the ones affected by narcissism? No, my sister and I didn't get along for various reasons. I used to get mad at her because she'd get all preachy on me. She used to get mad because I'd go, la, 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 la. Here's a fun one. We were at the lake one summer trying to organize, get a little poker game going on. My sister's on the dock fishing, so I ran out to go get her. I said, hey, we got a little family poker game going on, 75 cents to join. You want to play? She's like, no, gambling's a sin. It's greedy, and greed's a sin. Okay, I hear some of your buttholes clenching up. Just to premise this joke, my goal is not to shit on anyone's religion or say no one can think for themselves, because that's bad juju. I need a good horoscope reading this month. So I said to my sister, I said, all right, you sit here, terrorize the fish, poke holes in them, take them out the water, chuck them back in all night. I'm going to go be a sinner and play cards with my family. And as And as I'm walking away, she's, don't you try to make me look like the bad guy. Jesus fished, you know. And now I'm going, Jesus fished, Jesus ate the fish. He multiplied the fish. Other people ate the fish. I'd be willing to bet, but I won't because that's a sin, that Jesus was not out chilling on a dock like, hey, I got one. Judas comes over. We're going to eat it? Nah, this one's just for fun. He's got a hook in his lip. It don't hurt him. He's the fish. Hey, Bartholomew, come paint me and Judas with this fish real quick. I want to show the boys. Bartholomew comes over. Holy shit, Jesus, what's that fish weigh? 300 shekels? See, I'm gonna guess that never happened. But since torture isn't one of the 7 deadly sins, I guess, yeah, it's all right. Is anyone still with me? Okay. My point is, if you're gonna eat the fish, fish away. If you're gonna call fishing a sport, put on a straitjacket, you sociopath. Cause like, and here's another thought that's gonna give away how much marijuana I smoke. Imagine we're like mer people, right? We're mer people. It's Saturday, we're chilling in the water, inches from the surface, waiting for ducks to land, right? And then you just sneak up, tug him by the leg, pull him underwater, not kill him, just like 20 seconds, like, whoa, it's out of its natural habitat. Your neighbor swims by like, it's a sport, it's a sport. If you can't tell, I'm a bitch. I'm a little bit of a bitch. Fishing as a sport. Maybe I'm biased. I don't really understand sports as a whole. The behaviors society will deem acceptable around sports blows my mind every day. Because, like, what are sports? They're, for the most part, they're games, right? And games, I thought, are supposed to be fun. But sports are not fun. Remember that first game, nobody's mom brought orange slices at halftime? That's when sports started to suck. I'm not projecting. There's this primal, animalistic competitiveness that comes out that game. The game you take away the halftime snack. There's nothing left to play for. And this competitiveness, we not only accept it, we encourage it. Right? Have you ever seen how parents will change from like a U8 soccer game to when their kids move up to U10? An under 8-year-old soccer game, somebody trips, doesn't matter which team, it's help him up, someone tie his shoes, I think I have an ice pack in the car. Kids move up to U10, somebody trips, it's kick him while he's down and make it look like an accident. Sports are insane. What about when people come into work the day after the Super Bowl when their team loses? They're angry, they're sensitive, and we coddle each other. It's okay, we'll get them next year. They're just games. I don't think once in my life I've lost sleep over a game. Imagine any other game. Imagine I come into work Monday. Well, first imagine I have a job. So, imagine I come into work Monday. Sorry, I'm so pissed off, guys. I lost Battleship last night. I have to be fucking coddled. I went into the dentist last month. My teeth hurt so bad. I thought I had like 10 cavities. So the doc looks in my mouth. He does an x-ray. He's like, no cavities. Something must be causing a lot of pressure on your teeth. Maybe you're eating too many crunchy foods like carrots or peanuts. He goes, the only other thing I can think of is maybe you're clenching your teeth a lot during the day or when you sleep. We often do this when we're stressed. Do you think you could be stressed? I was like, no. I think it's the peanuts. That got me thinking, like people who snore, dude, they can't be stressed. There's no way. I fall asleep, jaw clenched so tight, like I'm holding the weight of the world between my canines and my molars. You're telling me the guy falling asleep like, that guy's stressed? Oh yeah, all the fucking tension just... Even comedy is stress-inducing, I'm not gonna lie. And it's less the performing part, it's more the observant, critical mindset you start to adopt to come up with material. Your brain starts to refuse to take things as they are and is constantly going, why do people friggin' do that? You know? So if you're trying to write a joke, that's great. But, for example, when you're up here trying to concentrate and all you can think is, sorry, sir, why do you keep doing this with your foot under the table? then it's less than beneficial. I'm already pretty prone to anxiety attacks, and that's another thing that scares me every time I do comedy, is like if I had a mental breakdown on stage, I'm pretty sure everyone in the audience would let it go on for at least 7 minutes. Like, I think she's doing a bit, you know? I could be in a ball, on the floor, losing my mind. I'm still pretty sure you guys would be sitting, waiting for a punchline. But that's okay. I forgive you in advance because it will happen. But until then, you guys have been great. I've been great too. Thank you guys. My name is San. Good night.